Yo, what's up everyone, it's Mr. Marvel here with another 1 year on installment, and in this video I'm going to be reflecting on Astral Chain, the action hack and slash game developed by Platinum Games. So let's get straight into it. After the first trailer earlier in 2019, the hype was certainly there with the Nintendo fans, especially with Platinum Games' track record, most notably with Bayonetta and Nier. I was hyped from the get-go too. I mean, aesthetically it looked amazing, the combat looked challenging and damn right interesting, and the soundtrack sounded bloody amazing. So it was safe to say that I needed this game. So the 30th of August came along, I put the cartridge in my Nintendo Switch, and my god, what a start to the game. The story begins at the Aegis Research Institute, where Joseph and his team are attempting to control a chimera. It's a short clip, but it does exactly what it's designed to do. Introduce the player to the lore, but with more questions than answers. Once you choose your character design, you are then thrown straight into the action with a motorbike chase. It was simply breathtaking straight from the off. The aesthetics, the sound design and the all-out action was incredible. A lot of games have slow starts, and Astral Chain certainly isn't one of them. First impressions are extremely important to me, so of course I kept playing. Anyone who knows me knows I love a good old soundtrack, and let me tell you, this soundtrack for this game is absolutely amazing. From the opening theme Saviour to the battle theme Invaders from Another World, I was taken away by the sheer quality of the music. I still listen to the soundtrack to this day. Every song is right at the top drawer, it's insane. Can't believe it didn't get a nomination for Soundtrack of the Year, but hey. As for the art style, I am a sucker for anime games, and it was inspired by Japanese police and science fiction shows. The colours caught my eye time and time again, especially when inside the astral plane. And in hand mode it looked just as impressive. Again, with the Game Awards, how did it not get a nomination for the art direction? I guess the outlets didn't actually play the game. That can be the only answer. Now, once I was given the ability to control a legion of my own, the game opened up so many possibilities. And each legion offered different perks in battle, offered puzzle solving and investigative skills. Whether that was climbing into the armed legion, punching the enemy like in an Iron Man suit, or shielding yourself with a barrier using the Axe Legion. The possibilities of stylish combos were endless and completely up to me as the player. It's because of all the different combo variations that Astral Chain's gameplay sticks out head and shoulders above most games for me. I must admit, I wasn't the best at the combos at first, but once I got the hang of the controls and switched between legions fluently, the combat felt so satisfying it was unreal. Even simply striking chimeras with the X-Batter felt so good, clean and precise. The legions also had their own individual skill trees, which added even more to their weaponry as I progressed. The combat is so well thought out, and I have to tip my hat off to Platinum Games, they absolutely nailed it. I was engaged throughout, and I think that was largely down to some of the characters like Joseph and Jena. The feud between Joseph and Jena was an interesting one, like who was right and who was wrong. I never really answered that question 100%, and that's down to brilliant writing. Some characters also had a bit of a quirky side, like Marie and her Lappy costume. I mean, where the hell did that come from? Lappy brought so many moments of joy in the game for me, which was a nice time out from interdimensional beings trying to destroy mankind. And who can forget Harold the Yellow Drone, the man with all the intel. He was a nice little companion to have throughout the game, as of course the protagonist was a mute. Also, Kai was a very intriguing character, the leader of Hermit. He seemed like an absolute nutter, I mean just look at him. So for me the characters really helped push the narrative, and of course I knew that there was something shady about Joseph from the beginning, but I didn't expect the story to play out the way it did. I also didn't expect to feel regret when Jena was killed, but I like feelings of regret in games as it proves that you're into the story. The ending also left on a note that was a happy ending in the most part, but also revealed that the Chimera Gates, although at a lesser rate, are still opening. There's also talk about possibly leaving the Ark, which begs the question, will there be a sequel? I really do hope so. The game had a massive impact on me and was my 2019 Game of the Year. What could they improve though? The gameplay is almost perfect and everything else feels like it was a game made for me, from the characters, soundtrack, art style and more. I guess delving more into the lore of the world would be a great addition, especially if they move out of the Ark. Oh man, I don't even want to think about it too much because it could be years before we see the sequel, but I very much look forward to that day. So that's a wrap guys, thank you for watching, what's your thoughts, I'd love to know. Also don't forget to like and subscribe and see you soon.